Jeff back again. Baseball cards, they're only friends. Super short prints they collect. The rarest of cards, yeah, respect. Blabbin, about slabbin'.
Yes, indeed. Wednesday. Wednesday's the spot this week.
We got to change that lyric from every Thursday is the spot to every Thursday is usually the spot.
Right.
But,
Thursday's usually the spot.
right. In the fall, things can change.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Chris.
Oh boy. All right. Slight disaster there. All right. Yeah. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I should let you all know we're trying a new thing in our household on Wednesdays. Wednesday is called, there's Coca-Cola Wednesdays.
Ooh.
Because this is like the greatest thing on earth. We're not doing chicken chunks on a Wednesday. Chicken chunks belong on Thursday. So we need something. If we're going to blab on Wednesday a couple times, we got to make it special. So we get a Coca-Cola Wednesday.
Now, Chris, I thought you only drank Coca-Cola out of the black cans. What is that, Coke Zero?
That's usually Coke Zero, Jeff. That's why this is special. This is the full sugar Coke. So I'm going to be wired. Oh, this is the greatest. Coca-Cola is the greatest thing on earth. We're not sponsored by them, but if I were dying in a week, Jeff, I would be drinking so much ice cold Coca-Cola. I wouldn't last the week.
Just an IV of Coca-Cola into your veins.
Oh, just Coke Slurpees. No, I hate to say this, but I'm just going to say it. I need it in my mouth.
Pete D wants some Dr. Pepper. Gregory's asking where jelly is.
I was hoping we'd get a little jelly time. We're doing a remodel of one of our bathrooms right now. It's where I am and where jelly is. It's a little tricky to get here without. We'll see. Possibly yes. Jelly can make an appearance. We will.
Chris lives on an expansive estate, so yes. It's hard to get from one end of the estate to the other.
Yep, we have to. Yeah, the monorail might pick up jelly. Oh, plus apparently jelly is being insane right now, which might be fun.
Very
to watch,
excited to see Dad on TV. I'm sure she's watching. Oh wow! All right, so looks like she's got some skills. Good.
Yeah, she throws tantrums. We don't have kids, Jeff, but I imagine when your kids were in the terrible twos, they would throw tantrums. We get a lot of jelly tantrums.
Tantrums and full water bottles, apparently.
Oh, Joey K, don't worry. The Coke is being well cut, if you will, with something far healthier. I did want to say really quick, I saw someone said, because it's Wednesday, we have to talk about the Addams family.
Yeah, that was great.
I will say those two Addams family movies, Jeff, were just spectacular. They came out during what I would generously call my formative years. And as I was just about the same age as her at the time, Wednesday Addams was one of my very first crushes.
I don't think you were alone in that, Chris.
I don't think so either.
The only thing I can add to that is there was a coin op video game place that my friends and I used to go to called Fun 90s, and they had the best Addams Family pinball game.
Yes.
It would just shout out quotes. Keep the ball. I've got a whole bucket full. In the movie, it was great. I always thought when I got older that I would someday own that Addams Family pinball game. I've not gotten it yet.
There's still time, Jeff. For goodness sake.
Time.
I think we let's not write that one off as a loss.
No, I'm gonna have. Now this brings it. Oh man, that was fun. Yeah,
the sequel isn't as good, but the scene of Wednesday overtaking and ruining the Thanksgiving pageant at her summer camp is just that's A+ cinema right there, Jeff.
Yeah, as a Sox fan, as if you don't know.
Yeah, as if we don't all know exactly who it was.
Oh well, here's a suggestion. Maybe this is for the new remodeled master bedroom. You need a pinball machine.
Well, it's a bathroom, Jeff. Maybe instead of the tub that my wife wants, we'll just put Addams Family pinball. Right? Honestly, she loves pinball, so there might be some negotiating that we could do there.
You don't need a bath. I've seen Jelly dancing around in that pool outside. You've got a bath. You can use that.
Fine.
Kane's Lens. Yes, please throw a like up. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks everybody for joining us. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. There were some ridiculously terrible things we've seen on eBay and other auction houses. We talked a little bit about some of them on Spitball and Cards. but we've got to give them some attention here. And without further ado, I think I do want to talk about this first sale, Chris, from Golden. It was just shocking to me. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
For anybody who hasn't seen this, this is an anime, a 2025 Bowman anime insert, and it sold for $40,000. $40,000. The only difference between this and the more common insert is that his name is in kanji. Can you see that?
Yes.
I mean,
excellent job with the magnification right there. Good work.
Hard to see, but
yeah,
there it is. So that is the difference. Cost $40,000 on 41 bids. Explain this one to me, Chris.
The only thing I could think of, we talked about this one on a spitball that we released today. How many of these bidders were confused? Maybe they thought that this was had a kanji auto on it. I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, is it even a 1 of 1? I mean, I don't get it. But I have to say, Jeff, this is the particular sale. We were watching this kind of go up and up. But for those of you who saw my question on in Spitball, I did decide to list an Ohtani in Fanatics Collect. It goes live tomorrow night. Hopefully, I'll give you guys a preview of that tonight. If we can preview it, I'll show it to you. But yeah, KC Card Connection. What the what is exactly what Jeff and I thought. Like this is, I think this has to be the point where the market has gone. We've gone cuckoo.
It's completely cuckoo. HP Cards, thanks for the shout out. If you haven't watched the new Spitball, and we did a video where he talked about this, some ridiculous sales and some very cool cards that we would rather have that are under $100. I know that we're a little biased towards super short prints and SSPs, but that recent sale of the hand-on helmet Ohtani SSP, which was just under $13,000, I believe, Chris,
yep,
which seemed crazy and seemed high. But the fact that you could have 3 of those for this card, his rookie, most coveted, rarest SSP rookie, 3 of them for the price of this.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather give me the holding trophy SSP in a PSA 10 for like $4 or $5 grand instead of this. This just, it doesn't make any sense. Now, obviously, there's a lot of avenues to collect. People love what they love. Maybe this really speaks to somebody.
I don't know. A couple people to get that high, right? To get those 41 bids.
Yeah.
I hope we see it show up on IG or something, so we find out who bought it. I'd love to know who the bidders were, if there were just 2, some sort of underbidders, maybe.
I gotta say, Jeff, when we did our spitballing video, we talked about this card. Filmington was not there, and he never chimed in our group chat. So if this shows up on Filmington's Instagram page, I think he might need some sort of intervention.
Oh boy, what if it is? What if we've just been absolutely trashing Filmington's most recent purchase?
Well, that just means he's right and we're wrong. So
probably that means this is going to go through the roof. Yeah. HP Cards, you feel like you've got to have a lot of money to play with if you're in these waters. In the same auction, Chris, an actual kanji auto went for over $500,000, which is also mind-boggling. But to see this go for this much, I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just monopoly money at that point. And it's just, I mean, that one at least. Yeah, exactly, Shelly. Yeah, I mean,
$500,000, but at least he touched that one. His hands were on it. It's a very rare, unique auto.
Yeah, it is an auto in his native language, and that's way cooler than this. And I totally I understood. Maybe 2 or 3 people were just like, it might be our only chance to get this kanji auto. Or is it kanji or kanji?
I don't know.
Kanji?
I say kanji usually,
okay,
but
let's go kanji. You're usually right on these things. Yeah, and all it would take is 2 people with sitting on a mountain of money, just going back and forth as the extended bidding. Just keep hitting each other, and we'll see what happens. So, look, I don't know, but that one, I don't know. It's crazy money. That's $500,000 for a baseball card, but still, that makes more sense to me than this.
It does. Yeah, think of all the other things. I saw somebody saying that they would buy vintage, that they would buy just cases of wax. There's almost anything, even overproduced wax would probably be.
I think for $40K, you could probably get a Jackie Robinson card with an authentic autograph on it.
for sure.
I think you could comfortably get one of those, and I would take that 100 times out of 100 all day long.
Yeah, I just 1 year from now, what do you think this card will be worth?
Less.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll never see it sell. So
I
whoever
don't
bought
know
it,
if
most likely this is sitting.
refractors, I don't know. We don't know what the print run is on these. They put the
Can you
odds.
flip it over, Jeff? Can we see if it's numbered? Yeah, I don't think
No
so.
number,
Hard to
but
tell.
they did put the odds.
Oh, well, there we go.
Out of every 1,405,216 packs, which probably means there aren't that many of them, but
Yeah, that's a pretty low print run. Yeah.
makes sense.
Aye,
Yeah,
aye.
with
Under
that
10.
those odds, it makes sense. It'd be under 10.
Yeah. I mean, how many packs could they possibly make? All right, so guys, I got to be honest. Well, all right, so I want your opinion. I saw something else this week that I thought this didn't sell, but this was listed for a price. I saw it at the Burbank card shop. I sent it to Jeff, and I'm like, this price makes no sense at all. So which price is more egregious? $40,000 for this Shohei Ohtani with just his name printed in kanji, or this unopened box, this sealed wax, which I have to get to. There we go. Of Skybox home improvement cards from the 1990s for $70. I don't even know. I will tell you right now, if this box were $20 or under, it would be right here in front of me right now. 100% without hesitation.
How many boxes of those could you buy for the Ohtani anime?
Probably the entire print run, I would think.
The entire print run.
Oh, man.
Chris Sees says he's going to make a run at it. He's going to sell all of his 18 sealed wax, and then he's got to come up with another 10K to get that anime card. Good luck.
Yeah, now I gotta be. I did not look at this box very closely. I don't think there's autos. I don't think there's any relics. So Meeks International, you're going to be a little disappointed. You think if there was some costume relic type thing, now we're talking about the potential value here.
$1,000 for that box.
Yeah.
This
HB cards, I have to. That is well done. That's a hell of a name drop from a '90s sitcom. I don't think Debbie Dunning. Maybe if she's watching this, Jeff, on the absolute off chance, I highly doubt she was expecting to be name dropped on tonight's Blabbin' About Slabbin'.
Boy, yeah. Maybe we should crowdfund. We should crowdfund that. Everybody throw in 7 cents, and we'll see if we can come up with enough to open it on the air.
I don't know if we have enough. I think we might need 70 cents, Jeff, per person to get there.
Yeah. It's right up there.
Yes, we need the Al Borland. I don't think so, Tim. SSP. Imagine there should be autos with like quotes from the show. I mean, this could be a really fun box to open. The cocaine relic. It's just part of a credit card that he used.
It could be like if this was made now. First of all, it'd be Topps Chromes. It'd be like $600 a box. But yeah, there could be relics in here, autos.
Oh yeah. And all the autos would be like the youngest son, the one that like no one knows anything about or has ever seen.
There'd be like one Tim Allen auto and the whole print run. All the rest are.
Howdy ho, neighbor. Oh man, it's a nostalgia. You know what? The more I think about it, Jeff, I should have made them at least like an offer on this box.
Yeah, what would you have offered?
I would not go above $30. It's just there's no value in this other than the amusement we'd get ripping it.
I'm willing to bet it's still there. So maybe. If you
John Mayer really going through the cast here. Zachary Tybe. I was not coming up with that name.
No.
But yeah, Richard Karn, absolutely.
And Parsons is suggesting you buy it and rip it on Blabbin.
Well, I mean,
I like where her head's at.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting any kind of card buying encouragement from over there, yeah, SFO, you're not kidding. It's the sugar. Right. It's getting right to me. I'll be honest with you.
PB&J, we are early. I actually have to work tomorrow, believe it or not. Doing a real job, so I'm going to not be able to be here tomorrow. So Chris graciously decided to allow us to go tonight, even though he's got a softball game.
Well, I had a softball game. I was very happy to skip that. Joey K, that's an excellent point. Tim Allen continued making sitcoms after this show. I think he has one on still now with Stifler, if I'm not mistaken, from American Pie.
I worked on a Tim Allen show for a little while. Got to meet the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh yeah. Wow, Chasing Cardboard. If you did not look this up on IMDb, I don't even know where to begin someone coming up with that name. Wow, I'm impressed and scared.
Fan.
Yeah. I don't know. More impressed or more scared, Jeff? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of people interested in pop culture stuff, which reminds me, Chris, for trivia tonight, it's going to be winner's choice. Oh, everybody's got to have 3 names. Yeah, that was the era where you had to come out with 3 names, or at least an initial in the middle, so you didn't get lumped in with the rest of the actors. But for trivia, we've got a winner's choice tonight, Chris. Thanks to our amazing prize donations. Here's some options. You either get an autograph from a legend of our youth.
Oh, yeah.
Will the Thrill Clark.
And future Rafael Devers defensive tutor.
Coach, yeah.
Friend, yeah.
From his Texas Rangers days. Hall of Famer from the Red Sox, Bobby Dorr. Look at that. Okay. Sweet spot auto. You got some laces on there. Or our first pop culture prize, Mr. J.R. Ewing himself. Look at this Larry Hagman auto.
Wow. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
He had some white teeth, didn't he?
Oh, white. They were probably painted. They're probably wooden. And look at the number on this, Chris. It's out of 5.
Wow, numbered out of 5, Larry Hagman.
Oh, winner's choice tonight. It's a great trivia. There you go.
So M. Parsons meant to be. Patricia Richardson was fantastic on that show. I think she actually won an Emmy or 2. She was the second most attractive sitcom wife for me in that era, or I guess the era that it continued a little bit. I have to say.
Which era?
I had a bit of a crush on her as well.
So who's first?
Oh, everybody loves Raymond's wife for sure. Also Patricia Heaton.
Oh yeah.
My goodness. The way she just put up with that guy, you know.
That's pretty much every sitcom wife.
All right, random home improvement fact. Then we'll get back on the cards. I was with a buddy of mine from the East Coast, has like a guys trip every Columbus Day weekend. And last year, we woke up after the first night of some heavy drinking, and we were drinking water in the kitchen, like waiting to go to breakfast. And he's like, guys, I have the most random song stuck in my head. It must have been in his dream, but he couldn't think of it. He could not come up with it, or explain why. But he hummed the entire song. It was the Home Improvement theme song, Jeff.
Did he know what it was, or he just had that song in his head?
No, he knew exactly what it was. He woke up and he's like, I felt like in my sleep I watched old episodes of Home Improvement.
So he had a dream.
Yep.
He had a dream.
But he spent the whole day at the casino making Tim Allen sounds. Being like, like stuff like that.
Oh, well, I'm sure he was fun to be around that day then. What's up, peeps? Thanks for joining. Yes, it is a Wednesday. A wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, J.E. Sorry, it's that we're a floating schedule right now. Yeah. With Jeff's kids going back to school. Jeff's shooting some episodes of NCIS. John Mayer, this is an excellent reference. I don't think she did. Oh, I miss Ray. Wow, this is funny and not at all surprising. I think that's true for a lot of people. All right. Oh, Bailey Jelly barked at my Tim Allen howl. How about that?
Sounds appropriate.
Yeah, it was similar. Yankees collector. Hello. Okay.
So yes, everybody, make sure you're getting into trivia. I know Chris put the trivia link up there.
I did. I'll throw it in there again. And then if Megan or M. Parsons and Shelly can share it occasionally.
And I'll throw this link in for when Chris decides to buy the $100 home improvement box. Use our eBay affiliate link. Shout out to those of you who have used it. We got a lot of notifications from people on Instagram that they bought cards using our link. So thank you. Thank you. We'll be able to get more Coke for Chris.
Yeah, that's yeah. Cola. Yeah. Yeah, I bought a like $7 Mark Messier card with that affiliate link, so that should net us a good dime, maybe 15 cents.
I think a nickel. Yeah, maybe.
Hey, we'll take it. Those nickels add up, Jeff.
They do. It's like Office Space, right? Just a little percentage of a penny.
Yeah. Hey, they all count. Okay. Dude, you're a bad influence.
Don't get him started on this.
Shoot, yeah. I don't want to talk about hockey anymore. People got really mad at me last week for chatting about hockey, but one of the stadium clubs that you actually showed me.
This sounds like a huge win, Chris C. Turned in an expired Wander auto redemption. Smart move to turn it in instead of burning it. Top sent me 2 autos, and the pack they sent had a Corey Seager auto. Nice work.
Ooh, chasing cardboard tigers. That's a heck of a question. We do have 2 moderators, so I think are both with us. Only one of which may possess the skills to do this. So we'll see what happens. I'll leave it up to him. I certainly lack the ability completely, and I suspect that M. Parsons does as well.
Yeah, they did it in Superman 3.
They pinned a trivia link?
No, they that was a line from Office Space where he was talking about the crime sounding familiar, just taking the little percentages of pennies to add up.
Yeah,
and they did it in Superman 3.
Oh yeah, they do it Office Space as well. All right, I'm caught up. I wasn't really. I get confused. Okay. All right, let's start with a couple cool IG cards that we saw this week, Jeff, because some of these I think will warrant some extra discussion
time. Great.
Yeah. While we wait.
Texas Rangers PC. You and I got to talk to Mike Bazick. Sweep. For the Brewers. First sweep since the opening weekend. Those Rangers had the Brewers number.
They did. Texas Rangers PC, I don't know how your team continues to win games. I feel like your injured list is almost more impressive than the starting lineup.
It was all that new kid, that Hellman's mayonnaise.
Well, he laid waste to all I needed in fantasy. I had to start Quintana this week. That's where my situation is for the playoffs. I just needed a quality start and maybe a couple of Ks. And except for Hellman, Jeff, he pitched fine, but Hellman just annihilated him.
Yep. Yeah. Some close games. Some nice to see Churio having some life here.
Yeah.
But
wait, there we go. I see 3 dots. Nope.
Yes.
All right, I saw those 3 dots, whoever said that, but okay, M. Parsons shared the link. Thank you. It's interesting. I didn't see the pin comment option. I did see ban the user, block the user, and delete the comment. And since it was me, I really didn't want to do that. Anyway.
Ironically, Michigan Cards and Graphs needed Quintana to not get a quality start.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's nothing more likely, no better situation for you than you needing something that's the opposite of what I need.
Yeah.
It's a better way to say that, Jeff, I'm sure. But at any rate.
Chris C. bringing up the Philly Karen. I did see that the entire stadium chanted "That's my ball" when the foul ball went into the stands. Sounds pretty great.
Look, I don't want to I don't want to cause a fervor, but I guess she did release a statement or give a brief interview today, and she said that she had the ball, like her hand was on the ball, and that guy ripped it out of her hand. So whether that's true, I don't know. Would that change anyone's mind on the situation? If she was telling the truth, like the ball's on the ground, she has it, and he just comes and rips it out of her hand. Would that change how anyone feels about this? Out of curiosity.
If we knew for sure that's exactly what happened.
Let's assume it's true. Let's assume that story is true. Does that change anything?
It sure didn't seem like that from the video. I mean, I don't know. I guess, yes, I would think shame on him for doing that, but still, he got it and gave it to his kid. I don't know. Tex Rangers PC says he did look a little aggressive. If
Oh,
she
yeah,
had it,
I
it
don't know.
wasn't like she had. It wasn't. It's like an NFL call. She didn't have full control and was walking away with it, right? So if she did have it, it just.
I don't know, Jeff. You sound like the type of dad who would absolutely truck over someone else to get a ball for your son at a game.
Yeah, and especially I'm agreeing with M. Parsons here. Once you gave it away to the kid, I don't know. I mean, I guess sometimes when something happens, you feel like you're being wronged. You just see red, and you just had to go for it. But
I don't know. I honestly it was just. I just felt
did
like,
she
yeah. I mean,
express any regret for her reaction or anything?
I don't know. That's the only bit of the thing that I heard. I don't know. I mean, it's just a ball, like SFO Sox fan says. It's just a ball.
Did she have full control? Did she have both hands on it with 2 feet down?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the Savannah Bananas got a lot of good use out of that too, as a lot of people did.
Well,
all right, onto this card. Perspectives. A lot of talk about this. It's a great shot.
Yes, I saw some people in the chat here. Yeah. So yeah, this is 2016 Topps Chrome, and these cards are gorgeous. There's some incredible images in here. I saw Gregory said he's going for the set. Someone else, yeah, I think who was that? Yeah, M. Newbert says if this were a Stadium Club variation, the price would be huge. I totally agree with that. But
I love to say, though, I would like it better without the text on there. It's reminiscent of like an Ohtani 2020 Chrome.
I think the name on there is awesome, and it reminds me of a movie's opening credits. And I know you know what I'm going to say, Jeff, but I want to see if anyone else in the chat can get it first. But one of our favorite directors did something really similar to this in the opening credits of a movie. And it was pretty just beautiful to look at. And I read about it, and it took a long time to make. But yeah, I just thought these cards all look awesome. So if you want to be cool like Gregory, see if you can get this whole set. They're also my incredible looking cards.
Crazy cryptids. I mean,
that's right.
It has to have the name on, right? Because it's not a what you call it, true photo variation.
Yep.
But it's such a great photo too, man.
Yeah.
And it'd have a nice space for an auto without that.
Yes, and Clean Cards 5. Actually, I appreciate this. I actually, in glancing at this online, I thought this was one of the Chromes, but this is actually one of the paper versions, and then they also do have it in the Chrome set as refractors as well. So either one. I like Jeff's idea though of doing this on paper and getting autographs on them. I think that's a very cool idea. Yeah, thanks, John Mayer. Yeah, it was David Fincher and Panic Room. Those credits were incredible. So like, what's the word I'm looking for? They felt like foreboding is the word I was looking for. That whole credit sequence.
Underrated movie too. That's very rewatchable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you ever listened to a Dwight Yoakam song and thought, man, I bet that guy would play a lunatic really well, then kudos to you, because I didn't see that coming at all.
He had a nice little run there in his acting days.
Yeah, David Fincher will find some weird people and like him. Like he loves just beating the hell out of Jared Leto in movies. Like taking one of the, a very handsome, slightly effeminate guy,
smashing him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sets his face on fire, knocks all his teeth out. Like just loves to mash him up. I appreciate that, SFO. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know. Not all the cards have the perspectives on it, as far as I can tell. I picked up the Chrome set. Interesting. Yeah, boy. I mean, he just. Yeah. Yep. Sling Blade.
Wow.
Almost makes me want to listen to his music, but not quite.
Not quite. But I tell you, we are all over the map today, Jeff. Went through the whole cast of Home Improvement. Now we're going through Dwight Yoakam's filmography. You never know what we're going to talk about.
No, you never know what's going to show up. Thursday, Wednesday, something will show up.
You don't even know what day it's going to show up. All right. The next card I want to talk about, this one comes from SP Clubhouse, and it's a 2025 Heritage Gold Refractor. Now, sadly, these are out of 50 now, but still, this is a very visually pleasing baseball card.
And love the fact that he got a 10. I see it's a pop 1. I don't know how many have been graded, but I can't imagine there'll be too many gems joining this one.
Thick boy, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Yeah,
this is just really cool.
This is one I do want to add. I'm still thinking of doing the Heritage Gold Churio run, even though it's jumping from 5 to 50. I still think that would be a fun run to follow throughout his career.
That's it. It's only 2 cards so far, Jeff. So you don't have to. It's not a full commitment.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I like what you had done with your Freemans, and finding them out of 5 is a real challenge and something to a challenge to be saluted. Not so much out of 50, maybe, but man, maybe trying to find a gem that would be a challenge.
I mean, I feel like you have the one Churio that is out of 5, so I feel like now you're playing with house money.
That's true.
Moving on. And I think initially you and I talked about, you probably caught it, but when the Heritage came out, I was like, oh man, I'm so bummed they didn't continue with the giant oversized trophies. But it was either you or someone in the chat who pointed out that in 1976, Topps actually switched to these smaller trophies. So It is actually accurate.
Yep.
And I was blown away.
Yep. It is chronologically accurate.
Michigan Cards and Graphs says, go for it. And as he has already encouraged me to spend money, and
this is true. I mean, it is the look of the card. You're right. It's just there was something special about those Heritage Golds out of 5. But you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Michigan Cards and Graphs has ever told someone not to go for something. Like, you know what? You don't need that. If he ever tells us on the show, on the show, Jeff, if he ever talks us out of a card, we'll know that we really, really have to stay away from that card.
Or it's something he's going after himself. But just you don't want that. These aren't the cards they're looking for.
Oh. All right. I like what Canes Lance is doing for the Brewers here.
Okay. Yeah. The home field advantage.
And yes, Chris Hayes. Absolutely. A little bit of Jack's jealous rage as well in there. That's all right. You can make an occasional spelling error. We know what you meant. Huh? Yeah. M. Parsons says, or we'll know he's been hacked. Or maybe it's a cry for help. We should call the police and have them track his IP address.
Yeah, just do a welfare check.
Right.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
All right, so Jeff, that Heritage throwback has a throwback design to it. Okay, but that card, as attractive as it is, it was my second favorite card I saw this week that had sort of a throwback vibe to it.
I thought you were going to say your second favorite Churio, which then I was going to say you're going to show what I'm going to show, but no, I got to see what this other throwback is.
Okay, this throwback comes from Rally Mantis, who, as we know, is a big Royals fan.
Sure.
And we also know that, given our ages, 1989 Topps was a really fun set for all of us. Probably right at the end of your collecting, near the end of your collecting days. But this Bobby Witt card, I just keep looking at it. It just looks incredible. And that's enough suspense.
Ooh.
That is just a well-executed baseball card by Topps. I'm going to have to track down one of these.
Yeah.
I love everything about this.
I like the focus just on him. Everything in the background's out of focus in a blur. Yeah, very, very nostalgic vibe seeing that Royals logo on there.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about images that we wish Topps would let them breathe a little bit and zoom out, but this one looks so good zoomed in. We've got some...
I think you just like it forearms here. Right.
Yeah. Something about this card just looks awesome. I everything about it just works for me. So Rally Mantis, if you're with us or if you see this tomorrow, Gregory, that design is just perfect. It works especially well with the Royals blue. I don't know, with the yellow, everything about it just like, it looks awesome. You get the KC on the shoulder. Every time I see it, there's something. I looked at this all week.
Yeah.
By all week, I mean constantly over the 12 hours since he posted it.
What's up, Jeff? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, great card, great design, very cool. I like the auto placement and how even just the angle of the auto that he did. So his auto, he almost like kept it on his torso. Just very centered, very cool.
Yeah, these cards, these autos, like Jeff and I really like them because the flashback, they're all on card, which is cool. Not this, we don't like the silver packs. We like these. but they're pretty affordable. So if they're players you like, you can do runs of these without really breaking the bank. I started doing an Acuna and then just sort of like, he just has like almost 2 or 3 a year, Jeff. He's in Series 1.
It becomes a little much, but you can find specific ones that you like, and that you want to target. And yeah, it's right. It's not typically, since they are inserts, they're not going to command a huge price, and they're not going to have a huge ceiling, which is why they are more affordable. So yeah, with that in mind, that's great, especially great players on non-rookies. Like I don't know how much this would cost, but it'd probably be more reasonable than, or a better buy than, a non-auto rookie of his. I
would guess this is under $100. And yeah, his signature has been consistent. Yeah, it's got a nice little swirl to it. Man, yes. Oh yeah. Just very, very. I feel like we're getting a lot of comments, people talking about them still. Like something about these. I don't really care. I definitely would not be buying them as investments.
Exactly.
We shy away from anyway, but this is just very cool.
Yep.
Oh,
PC.
Nice job, Trey Jordan. Good luck with that set.
That's a Sox fan. This is actually about $200, Chris. And can we not give this the Blabbin bump until I can track it down? It's the last to complete his run. Sorry, SFO Sox fan. Call up Rally Mantis. Pry his way.
Rally Mantis. You got to tell people not to post stuff you want to buy, before you buy it.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
You just got to know that he's going after it, and just tell him to stay away. Well, good luck.
All right, I was a little off with my under $100, so under $200, and there's got to be parallels too. I wonder what the black would look like with the with that royal blue. Okay. Anyway. Ooh, John Mayer. That's an intense comment. The 87 design is very partial, very special for a lot of 80s kids, but something about the 89, it just looks, I don't know. Looks happier.
I'll give it happier for sure. It's throwback design. I don't know. I don't know. What I do like every year when the new one comes out, I'm like, that's so cool to see modern players in those retro designs, and then it becomes my new favorite for a while. So
Yep. Cherio's gonna have a nice run of those as well, Jeff.
That's true. Yeah.
I'll spend your money as easily as Michigan Cards and Graphs. Well, maybe not that easily. All right, so check this out. This guy has been in the news a lot of late. Oh, excuse me. This is a rookie auto of Kyle Schwarber that comes from Superfractor with an ER. And it's just a really cool Stadium Club shot. I mean, he launched this ball.
Rally Mantis tuning in.
Oh,
Great
nice.
pickup. Huge pickup.
Yeah.
You can make double your money by selling it to SFO Sox fan to complete it.
Yeah, pull over and message him right now. He's frothing, I'm sure.
You're right about that, Griffey. That's a great card.
Yeah.
All right, so this Schwarber, that's an interesting auto placement. It's like mid-card.
Right mid-card, right through the thighs, as it were. But yeah, this is a 2016 Stadium Club. There's some really cool cards in this set. Like that Kershaw celebrating with the catcher. There's some really cool shots with low print runs. I don't know what something like this would go for, but if you like Kyle Schwarber and you feel you're getting swept up in this and you're looking for something, I would look at this card as a relatively inexpensive sort of buy-in to the Kyle Schwarber mania that we're seeing right now.
He was part of that squad too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that World Series winning squad. Whoever they beat, who knows? But what do you guys think? I wanted to poll the viewers here. What do we think Kyle Schwarber's contract is going to look like? What is he going to sign this winter? I assume I think he'll probably stay with the Phillies, but like for how much?
This is it for him. This is it. No option.
This is a walk year, yeah. He's a free agent. I would love to hear what you guys think. He's 33, by the way, right now, and a DH only. A little bit of left field, but
Rangers, you don't want to do whatever the Dodgers pay him. 3 years, $125. It's like a Alex Bregman average annual value.
I think that's a really interesting. I was watching MLB Now, earlier today, the show MLB Now, and they suggested something in line with like 4 120, 5 140, something like that.
That's what Cubs fan 4 is saying, yeah, I just would hate to give him a 5-year deal.
Yeah, especially like if you're the Phillies too, you don't know where you're going to be 5 years from now. But right now, with your core together, maybe you'd be better off going like 3, like someone said, 3-1-20, and just hope.
Yeah, I'd like it much better. 3 for double digits, 3 for 95 or 3 for 100.
Yeah, higher annual value, shorter. Because he could very easily go right back to hitting like 210 with 40 home runs, which is a lot different than what he's doing this year. So 3 for 90. Yep. Yeah, CJ, we're going to find out. It'll be very, very interesting.
We'll have to remember that. Toward the end of the season, we should have a contest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in the off season, we'll try to do like a.
See if anybody can nail it right on.
Yeah, Dan Schweiger. I don't know. I mean, I know Stanton's there, but man, would this guy be a hell of a DH for the Yankees in that ballpark.
And they're still paying Stanton. Oh, yeah.
But
HB cards. Dodgers just come out firing. I'm going to sign him till he's AARP eligible. Give him $240 million.
I mean, here's the one. I think we can comfortably say the Dodgers are the one team that will not be signing Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, right. That's probably about it. Unless he goes back to catcher. Take some catching lessons again over the winter.
Yeah, left field. I can't imagine him playing 150 games in left field at Dodger Stadium. So
yeah, that's right. He was with Boston for a little while.
And he played a really entertaining first base for the Red Sox, as I recall. But yeah, I mean, they like him, and hey, their DH spot is open, Jeff. In Boston.
I don't. Well, probably be a good mix with all the young players.
Royally Cheese taking some shots at the Royals here. Yes, Docs cards. Wait, hold on. Let me click this. Funnier than Devers at first. Yeah, definitely funnier than Devers at first. All right. A couple other cards I wanted to show. I know you have a couple, Jeff, that you wanted to get to, but this one comes from Cutler's Cards.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to show this Matt Olson card and sort of remind everyone that some idiot on this show said Matt Olson would win the National League MVP this year. That one's on me, but I really like this. He's got a lot of rookie autos back in 2017, but this is my favorite. We got a rainbow foil stadium club, so numbered out of 10. It's on card, and it's that moment, Jeff, that like in the dugout, waiting to hit, getting focused, hair perfect, you know.
His hair is perfect. That's true.
Completely perfect. His top's rookie auto and rookie card are him catching a ball at first. I don't like that shot at all. I'm a huge fan of this one, and I think this rainbow foil looks incredible. So Cutler's Cards, very, very nice. That's interesting. Cody Bellinger versus Kyle Schwarber would be interesting in terms of who's going to get more total money.
I'd say Bellinger just because he's younger.
Yeah.
They'll tack the couple of years on. He's up to like 28 home runs, I think.
Yeah.
Plays good defense, pretty flexible, versatile.
Yes. Hell of a throw home to nail Bo Bichette a couple of days ago from right field. Chris Hayes with some aggressive contract predictions here. Man. But anyway. Ooh, Michigan Cards and Graphs. I'm not watching this. Give us a score update on that. And hopefully maybe Kerry Carpenter pinch hit and did something.
Yeah.
The Kyle Stowers setback, Jeff, was real bad for me in terms of fantasy. But
Carpenter's great on a per game basis, but he just doesn't play every day.
This is really interesting, Chris Hayes. And I appreciate you saying with a hat on. Does he look like Filmington? I will say, and I feel like we're getting a little too homoerotic on the show, but you know, it's fine. Sort of. It's the vibe we go with, Jeff. They both do have a great complexion. They both have excellent skin. Not to get too Buffalo Bill on us here, but they both do. So I could see there's probably a bit of a similarity there. Matt Olson is much, much larger than Filmington. Oh,
probably plays a better first base than Phil too.
I bet he plays a better first base than Filmington. I'm pretty sure he can. He's going to run faster as well. Nice. All right, I'm glad to see that Kerry Carpenter homered. Needed that.
Yeah, needed that too.
Oh, Doc's cards, please don't. No.
Oh boy.
Can't handle that. I'm pretty the Kim thing I wasn't thrilled about at first, locking him in for 16 million next year. But I read a bunch of stuff on Instagram about like they need a shortstop. Obviously, the options are very, very limited out there. So I think actually hopefully this is Anthopoulos, becoming a good GM again. Maybe one step ahead.
So he's 16 million for next year.
A player option at 16 million for next year.
Well,
and since he missed the entire season, you would think he would.
Oh yeah, 16 million. He gets a wow. All right.
Yeah, I mean it's not our money, Jeff. We have to just sort of acknowledge the world. Oh, put some skin on the lotion. Yes, M. Parsons, you did. That was the comparison with the hat. With the hat on, has to be pointed out. Yeah, interesting. All right, where are we here? We're at 6:49. Has the trivia link been pinned? Based on the number of people who have joined, I'm going to say it has not.
No, join.
Yeah, join in there. There's some pretty cool prizes that we want to give out. All right, Jeff, hold on. All right, we're in Stadium Club. There's a couple really kind of random things I wanted to show that I really liked. There's been a lot of talk of high-end stuff, so I wanted to talk more about mid and low-end stuff. We got a 2018 gold minted of Joey Votto. I love this card. Clean Cards 5. Very, very cool. Awesome follow-through moment.
A couple great Votto cards. You chose the sleeved one to show this week.
Was one unsleeved?
Yeah, the Votto. What year was the Votto unsleeved Reds jersey? That was on Instagram.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know. I'm a sucker for gold minteds, Jeff. I still think gold minteds are extremely collectible. They may never, blow up in value, but they are hard to find. The images are cool, and this card just looks awesome. Okay. All right. Let's see. Geez, Jeff, this is like a bang. All right. I've posted the link. I'm hovering over the 3 dots. Boy. Jeez. I'll just favorite. I'll favorite it, the thing. Oh, geez. I can't even hover over those dots. Oh, Jeff, you need to unhide. Yeah, there we go. All right. I see the dots. This is great video for everyone. I get 3 options: delete the comment, put the user in a timeout, ban the user, delete their comments, and kick them in the balls. Those are the 3 options that I see. I don't have a pin the comment option.
Pin the tail on the donkey. All right, I'll try looking on mine.
Rusty Shackelford, listen, buddy, you don't know what Jeff and I are wearing below the belt, if anything. The sleeveless Votto is there we go. All right. So that's a very cool Joey Votto parallel. This next one, this comes from Unier's Cards, and I love these older sets. And by older, I mean 2013. This 2013 finest. You and I have handled a few of these cards, Jeff. The shine is it's impressive. And this Mike Trout is just very cool.
All right. I think I pinned it.
All right. All right.
Yeah, M. Parsons was hoping you'd ban yourself.
Yeah, it's just Dennis. It's a lot of Jeff, but honestly, that's probably what the people want.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have AP5 collector with this very cool Albert Pujols parallel from 2011. It's a red refractor. Oh, that is just a fantastic color match, Jeff.
That's a lot of red on that card.
A lot of red on that card, and an excellent photograph as well, I have to say.
This reminds me of some of the Chrome SSPs where they have the background kind of blurred out or darkened.
Yeah.
I guess darkened is kind of the word, darkened out, and the foreground is bright.
Man getting hit by football. That's a hell of a reference there, Doc's Cards. 2011 is a beautiful design, and obviously, anytime you mention that year, Texas Rangers fans are going to get excited and then immediately sad, which is probably unavoidable. It does kind of look like a Christmas card. Thankfully, there isn't too much green on there.
Yeah, it'd be very Christmas. Yep.
All right, Jeff, I have one more, but we'll do it at the end. Do you want to grab a couple?
Yeah,
I'll
I want to
stop sharing.
show. I want to talk about this one before. Let me find
All
it.
right, people are signing up. That's good. Look at us figuring out how to pin comments.
All right, a few things I'd like to say about this card and this account, Chris. This
Oh
comes from
boy.
an account called Jackson Churio 1 of Ones.
Oh,
Appropriate.
okay.
I love this account. It doesn't have too many followers. I think it deserves more. I want to see if I can zoom in on the card even.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Maybe if you go to the bar up top, you can zoom in.
Yeah, it just zoomed back out.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so this is what we got. Okay, so this is right up our friend Bill, formerly known as Ephus Pitches alley. It's 2 game-used patches, one from Christian Yelich and one from Jackson Churio. Beautiful multicolored patches. It's a 1 of 1, of course, and it's a PSA 6. Love that it's a PSA 6, reminiscent of the most expensive card to ever sell.
Right? What set is this from, Jeff? Is this just out of flagship?
This is it's the Major League Material Duel. Yeah,
Kind of like it says 2025 tops. I enjoy SFO following along. Like probably opened up Instagram as we talked about this account, and yeah. But you're gonna name your account a player and a 1 of 1. You better be able to deliver, Jeff.
Look at he's got his own plaque. He's got his own plaque under all of his cards. Jackson Churio 1 of 1. So I love everything about this card. The design is great. They fill up all the space with the pictures of the guys. 2 great patches. Love it. Sadly, it's only a 1 of 1, so I'll never have it.
Well, don't say never, Jeff. You know, you never know. Other people fall out of love with stuff. He may want to go after a bigger card.
That's true.
And you know, if he ever watches this, hopefully he'll realize that My Favorite Cardboard is the account that he should go fishing on.
I should send him a message. One of those messages that we get occasionally that say, if you're ever looking to get rid of this card.
Oh, the hobbyist. I'm sorry, Jeff. I just saw this comment and I saw that he's going to take his dogs for their evening drive. Well, that's nice. Dude, shoot us a picture of your dogs. We love seeing people's pets. SFO Sox fan and I were taking dog pictures earlier today.
Send us a picture of the dog taking the evening drive.
Yeah, we still have to do that, Jeff. We need to do like an evening where we start with our viewers' pets and we show like maybe we should do like a Blabbin viewer pet of the week or something.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, pet of the week.
Yeah.
More Chunk the turtle.
Oh yeah, those videos were great. Chris C, absolutely. I wore a No Ma'am t-shirt to a 90s party our friends threw a couple of years ago. And it's always a winner. You can tell immediately. Obviously, some people get it, some people don't. It's always fun.
Was it a homemade No Ma'am jersey, or did
you?
No,
you can buy. I spent. I mean, it's a very complicated design, Jeff.
That's what I was wondering.
6 letters on the front.
Yeah.
You know, $40 plus shipping. But yeah, Dan Schweiger with an interesting question here. Does Churio outsell Caminero? I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know. I don't buy enough Churio to know, and I buy no Caminero. So I would guess he might, just because he has a little bit more of the 5-tool aspect to him that a lot of collectors like. But the way that Caminero is hitting the ball, I mean, he could be a perennial 40-plus home run guy, which the hobby loves too.
Yeah, pointed out in one of our on our Spitball on Patreon, I think it was Filmington, who pointed out the home road splits for Caminero are a little kind of what you would expect them to be. But listen, hit the ball over whatever fence is in front of you. They all count.
Yeah, and I think he's still 21, or if he's 22, it's just barely. So he's
very young.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah, he probably, honestly, at this point, he probably should be outselling Churio. So if he isn't,
he should, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Yeah. Oh, the Bundyland t-shirt. Sorry, Jeff. I go back and forth here. Yeah. That is, I might have to look into that. Okay. Anyway, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Well, while we're on this one, I'll just show this guy's page a little bit.
Just keep the drool from getting on your microphone, Jeff.
Oh boy, his 5-star. Look at that pro debut Superfractor, first Superfractor. Look at that. Just some random prospect cards. 2024 Bowman prospect card. Look at that 85 tops.
Is that it? That's
a transcendent.
Transcendent. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
Through the
that
years,
can't be
rookie auto. Just a handful more. Look at that. Another through the years.
I tell you, transcendent. I don't know. It feels like
Oh, he's got the Stadium Club
the Stadium Club 101
gold rainbow foil.
Cool. The nameplates are cracking up. I mean, that's a pretty cool. That's one thing we always appreciate when we look at Instagram accounts. It's like consistency with the photos. He's got his nameplate back there.
Yep.
Oh, I see a pepper.
Shadera George Papadopoulos.
There you
go. First card. It's got the little stamp. First card, 1 of 1.
Oh wow, God, how many of those just got missed, Jeff?
So many.
Who is this? Joey K seems to be pretty excited about Christmas based on the comments that I've seen. I think he says 100 days until Christmas, and he's been talking about how cards look very Christmassy. He's got a Christmas ornament card, and I see his looks like his profile picture is a baby seal on ice. So yeah, this
maybe just he's like the Christmas version of Scotty B at Halloween.
Yeah, there we
Look
go.
at this one, Chris. Speaking of 89, I love this. I can't believe he's got the super of it. The Brew Crew jersey.
Yeah, that's that blue jersey. Yeah, that's really cool.
Wow.
That is a very, very cool card.
Man.
All right, so this I don't want to in any way downplay this dude's accomplishments in collecting all these 101s, but Michigan Cards and Graphs makes an excellent point. And that it is both impressive and also concerning, I guess. I mean, not concerning, but just say, just understand the hobby. How many 1-of-1s of each player are out there every year? Oh my God, he's got that mini that Jake and I almost got into a slap fight about because he thought those minis were cool on the top left there. Yeah, there we go. Bottom left now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was not a fan of it.
No. No, those are ridiculous.
Yeah. But I also see it's got the Topps Chrome variation superfractor, Jeff.
Yes.
Man, not many people could pull off those shades off a ski slope, but somehow he does it.
Hey, here's the Churio anime. He's got the anime 1-of-1. Oh, he's got the auto too, the Auto Stadium Club.
Oh yeah,
gold rainbow 1-of-1. One thing that I do see accounts like this, and this is not exactly what who was that brought up the other comment? Can't remember who brought up the comment about the state of the hobby.
Oh, Michigan Cards and Graphs.
Michigan Cards and Graphs. It also reminds me that if you have a very narrow focus, the good things you can get. And it reminds me of our good friend the Ass Man too. You can, if you have a very narrow focus on something or someone, you can really develop an awesome collection. And so sometimes it makes me want to narrow my focus down when I see stuff like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chris C, you're right. There's so many 1-of-1s. They can't all be special, but there are some of them truly are. And some of these on this page are absolutely badass cards.
Yeah.
And Thick Boy, I didn't need this today. Man. By the way, Nevermind was the first CD I ever bought, Jeff. And it came in that big, long, like rectangular thing.
Long tubes. Yeah. Well, that's a good one to buy. I'm trying to remember what my first one was, but it was definitely not as hip as that.
I think it was I want to say it was like $21 or something too. It was like pretty expensive at the time.
Did you buy it in the mall?
At a Sam Goody.
Yeah, Goody got it.
Goody got it. Hey.
All right. So should we do this trivia?
Okay, one more card. Okay. Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, Christy, that is a problem. When you really start to focus on things, things can get very expensive as well. Oh, Green Day Dookie. That is a fantastic album. John Mayer, that's a good buy. Much better than your namesake, I'm happy to say.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Jake Little Pill. Yep. Weird Al.
That one Weird Al CD, I swear to God, Jeff. Oh, man, I can't think of what it was called.
Weird Al CD. I wish I did.
Oh man, I feel like it was just 10 bangers in a row, and I cannot think of what it was called. But one at summer camp, One of the guys in my cabin had it, and some dude brought his stereo. We used to play that Weird Al CD, beginning to end. But anyway,
Throwing Copper, very nice.
Throwing Copper is an
Another Dookie.
awesome. Yeah.
Wow, Ride the Lightning. All right.
Woo.
The Black Album, this was one of my first purchases. I think I got the Black Album and Billy Joel Stormfront at the same time. I think those were my initial purchases.
That's an interesting. Not a lot of people, I imagine, buying Billy Joel
And
Metallica.
the third one I got that day was John Williams conducts the Star Wars movie themes.
Oh. By the way, SFO Sox fan, yeah, that live album, the band live. I mean, I think I could listen to that one front to back, even today. I don't think that's
the other day at the gym. I had a live fest. Yeah, it's just great stuff.
Nice.
Shit Town is a great song.
Oh, gotta leave.
Yeah.
Appetite for Destruction. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember my older brother came home with Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, and I was like, "What are we, millionaires? Like we just go out and buy 2 CDs at one time?"
Yeah,
amazing.
And the one was purple and blue, and the one was yellow and red. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, they have like "Don't Cry" on the first one. I think.
Yeah,
You Could Be Mine, highlighting the second one. Oh, I mean, those two albums.
You had Don't Cry on both. Remember, one had the alternate lyrics.
That's right. Good call, Jeff.
Yeah. Cardaholic, this is a worry. This is an absolute worry. And Chris and I talk about it too. If we have too many cards of one player, you're right. Something bad could happen. They could do something stupid, like Chris talks about. We're all people, so injuries could happen, stupid things could happen. So that's another reason that I'm a little more risk averse and try to be diversified. But also, then you don't have that specific.
It's tough to be overly diversified at a time when there's one player who is so much better than everyone else, Jeff. It's tough to be overly diversified. But yeah, by the way, Acuna's nickname, we talk about it all the time. His nickname translates to the abuser.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great when you think about how he punishes baseballs, or did before, the last month. But man, oh man, the potential for that to go wrong just feels really, really heavy. All right, hold on. Peeps bought Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation. Can't hate it. Great music video. Hold on. There was I wanted to highlight Gregory's. I just jumped to the bottom.
Another bad creation. ABC.
We got a Bad Religion purchase.
Lion King.
All right. I mean, you can tell people. Yeah, you can really tell. Linda's Firsts bought Back in Black.
Whoa.
Okay, royally cheesed. Went with some vintage music. Hotel California.
I just a couple of years ago, I bought that album for my wife, the Hotel California, and the Eagles Live is great too.
Oh, you need not make any apologies, Steve Clifton. It's nothing but bangers, Crazy
Cryptids appreciates my Billy Joel.
Oh, I don't hate Billy Joel at all. I just think it's funny that I have this Metallica CD. Is Billy Joel in the B or the J? Like, where do I find it?
And John Williams, perfect. Those three go together.
Those three,
and probably MC Hammer was soon after.
You know what we did not need? Crazy Cryptids was that recent reimagining of We Didn't Start the Fire. And I'm drawing a blank on who it was. Was it Fall Out Boy? I know.
Fall Out Boy. Yeah, I think
we didn't need that.
No. Vanilla Ice. Oh yeah, I certainly had that one. Yep. That was a huge seller. Big picture of Vanilla Ice on the front on the big cardboard box.
If you guys have not seen Cool as Ice, the movie starring Vanilla Ice, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but change your plans and go watch that movie because
that. All right, Chris Hayes is trying to bait us.
I think he's maybe a few more Jack and Cokes deep than I am.
Yeah. Ooh, Winds of Change, first cassette. Remember cassette singles? Man,
the single, absolutely. I remember the movie Coneheads came out, which was not great, but Chris Farley was in it. But it has that really great Red Hot Chili Pepper song,
Chili Peppers.
To Squeeze. So the only way you could get that was the single, and I bought that for I want to say $2.99 at my local called Scotty's in downtown Summit, New Jersey.
Yeah, there were a lot of movie ones that had. I had the Bryan Adams Everything I Do It For You from Robin Hood on single. But yeah, that's that. I was gonna drop that. Yeah, that I was just gonna talk about that quote. That's been going around, Chris, from Cool as Ice. The scene has been going around on Instagram.
I mean, just said with pure sincerity, Jeff. Like, not a hint of like self-deprecation.
No,
Ay. My goodness.
Thick Boy. Yes, it's not a ripoff. No, it's not a. That was the Vanilla Ice quote when he
Oh,
talked.
that took me a second. Yeah.
Dum
my
dum dum
goodness.
da da dum dum, and there it goes. Dum da 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 dum bum.
I remember here. This you guys won't believe this happened, but
Great set single here.
I don't know how to. Every Oh yeah, You Could Be Mine. Fantastic. Every line of this story I'm going to tell you, Jeff, makes it more ridiculous. But I was at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze, for the second time. And the second time I saw it was a Saturday night, so that the theater was packed. When Vanilla Ice shows up at the end of that movie and starts singing his Ninja Turtle song, people in the theater were clapping. It felt like I was watching Endgame. Like, when I think back of the enthusiasm in that theater, it makes no sense. But that was the world at the time, 1991 or 1990, whenever that was.
Man, that album, reggae rap. He had a song called Reggae Rap. Yeah. Wow.
All right, we are, as usual, Jeff. We have gone off the rails.
As
To quote
PB&J
Ozzy.
says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
Chicago.
let's focus up on cards
Right.
for a minute. Oh,
Yeah, everybody
all right.
concentrate.
Yep, I'm gonna put the trivia link in there one final time. Give you guys like another minute to join. You can choose one of those 3 autos. There's some pretty cool auto prizes that we're giving away today.
Chris, you're getting some shade from Cardaholic. You went twice for that movie. I couldn't even take the first showing.
Not only did I go twice, Jeff, but I owned the first one on VHS, and I think I watched it to the point where it wore down. And I've seen it a bunch of times recently. There's like a little bit of nostalgia, and it's not great. It's not great.
Doesn't hold up.
It does not really hold up. A giant turtle wearing a trench coat and a hat just goes to the movies. No one says anything. It's weird. It's very strange.
Oh, bye. Now you sound like me. You sound like the logic police coming in there.
But as I've said before, I think on this show we talked about there is an Academy Award winner in the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He has a very small part, but he is in there. It's a speaking part even.
I remember when you said that, but I don't remember who it is.
It's one of our favorite character actors, Jeff. It's still real. It's got some really funny stuff in there. It does. It's preposterous.
All right.
I still think that
don't
the
tell Chris,
reporter
but
is
I don't
way
think
too
I've never
casual. What?
seen it. I've
What?
never seen the whole thing. Don't tell Chris.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the reporter is just way too casual about 4 6-foot tall turtles hanging out in her apartment. But, neither here nor there. Yeah, it's the trench coat. That's the thing. That's my problem.
Chris, he said, that's it.
Put him in a hoodie or this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll watch that. I'll add it to the list.
Your kids might really enjoy it. Good luck trying to explain how popular it was for like 3 or 4 years.
I remember that video game.
Yeah.
There's never any rehearsal, SFO Sox fan. You're right. All right, let's do this trivia.
All right, let's do this trivia. We got 40 some odd people in there. Here we go. Good prize tonight.
You're Larry Hagman.
Nice little variation of questions in there. No, not Harry Dean Stanton, Los Bravos. Sam Rockwell is in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Is he really?
He is.
Is he like 5?
No, I mean, I don't
No,
know,
he's
he's probably like a late team. Maybe it's about 20, 21 maybe. He plays one of the, he gives a tour of the, you know what? I'm not getting into it. He's in the movie. He has some lines. He's actually in multiple scenes too.
Is he in a sewer?
No.
I think there's a sewer involved in that movie.
Of course, there's a sewer involved. All right, Cardaholic wants that Larry Hagman. All right, hold on. Let's get the right screen up. All right, this is our last week of Field of Dreams questions.
Oh yes, I hope everybody watched it. If you haven't,
so starting next week, we're gonna do a few weeks in a row. There will be questions about the Simpsons softball episode. All right, if you get a chance to watch that again, please do. Jeff watched it for the first time a couple of months ago, so that one should still be fresh for him. Yes, Chris Hayes. He is a Foot Clan guy. Sam Rockwell is. But yeah, so we'll start with Simpsons softball questions at the end next week.
Oh
There's
boy.
your hint.
The sideburns. It's my biggest memory of that episode.
There you go. I mean, you had a couple of cocktails. I'm just glad you remembered it all. Plus, Megan says I talked through the whole damn thing, so that's a problem. All right, here we go. We got 45 people for trivia. Let's start
45.
playing trivia.
Okay.
Ooh, 46. All right, the countdown is going to start. Hopefully I didn't screw this up, but I probably did. All right, let's rock and roll.
Who is the current MLB home run leader? Is it Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, Cal Raleigh, or Shohei Ohtani? Beginning of the year, a couple names you wouldn't have expected to be on that list, or at least one, right?
Yeah, definitely a surprising leaderboard.
Almost 3/4 of you went with Cal Raleigh, and you are correct.
All right. I want to start things off easy, Jeff, so people don't bail right away.
Well, I'm still in the lead, although, Chris, I do have to say my score is lower than it really was because you had to change a question. Who is currently the only 30-30 player in Major League Baseball? Is it Jose Ramirez, Julio Rodriguez, Shohei Ohtani, or Juan Soto? Which one of these is not like the other? And that might be the one it is.
It's really shocking. It's Juan Soto.
It's shocking. And he steals bases on the pitchers, Chris, because he's not fast, but boy, he gets great jumps. He's one of the most.
He swiped third base last night in a game the Mets were losing, and boy, did he get ripped up by the MLB Network after. Sorry.
What are Bobby Witt Jr.'s flagship base rookie cards? 2022 Series 1, 2022 Series 2, 2022 Update, 2023 Series 1. I couldn't remember this one, Chris.
That's all right. He's got an SP in Series 2. Yeah, there we go. 55% knew it was update.
Very good. Well done. I don't think he should have been torn up for that stolen base, but we can talk about that after this. Royally cheesed. Nice. Just ahead of John. What Hall of Famer shares this 1965 Topps rookie card with Sonny Jackson? Is it Phil Niekro, Joe Morgan, Frank Robinson, or Ernie Banks? A little bit of a hint on that hat there for anybody paying close attention.
Colt 45s, Jeff.
Yeah. Future Houston Astros. 55% of you went with Joe Morgan. Well done.
All right. John
up.
He's
301, Royally Cheese, 289. This 1958 card was not a rookie, but it was the first Topps card for which legendary first ballot Hall of Famer? Was that Hank Aaron, Bob Gibson, Eddie Matthews, or Stan Musial?
And I think we talked about this either last week or the week before. But yeah, he didn't sign a contract with Topps. Oh, you guys got 62% of you knew that was Stan Musial. Good job. Leaderboard remains unchanged. Oh.
What position is Kyle Schwarber playing on his first Bowman Chrome autos? Is he a pitcher, a catcher, a third baseman, or an outfielder? Which of those?
Boy, a lot of these up for sale on eBay these days, Jeff.
76% say a catcher.
I'm just happy that no one said pitcher. That makes me happy, Jeff.
Zero. John storming to the top of the leaderboard. Who did the Cubs defeat in the 2016 World Series to break the curse? Was it the Yankees, the Astros, the Indians, or the Royals? I couldn't remember this, Chris. I guess I was just so caught up with the Cubs winning, I could not remember who they beat.
There were two franchises in that World Series waiting to end their droughts, Jeff.
There sure was.
It's the Cleveland Indians, now Guardians.
Guardians, yeah. Michigan Cards and Graphs, back at the top of the leaderboard where he is used to being. What's the air on this 1989 Upper Deck Dale Murphy? Wrong team, wrong position, reversed image, or it's not Dale Murphy in the photo. This was.
By the way, I saw Los Bravos was in second place, and I like to think this question gives him a real good chance to leapfrog if he knew that it was the reversed.
We have some really smart viewers. Wow, that's crazy. Michigan Cards and Graphs, 591. Los Bravos, right on his tail. True or false? A sacrifice fly lowers your on-base percentage. A, true. B, false. 50-50
You guys
chance.
can thank Jeff. My original wording of this question had like a triple negative in it. And he was like, there's got to be a way to simplify this.
Yes, I was trying to figure out the 27% of you got it correct.
Guys, it lowers your OBP.
No, it doesn't affect your batting average, but it does lower your on-base percentage because you're not on base. Even though you drove somebody in. In Field of Dreams, what legendary player did Shoeless Joe and the rest of the Ghosts not invite to play in Iowa? Rogers Hornsby, Ty Cobb, Walter Johnson, or Tris Speaker? They hated him in life, so they told him to go fly a kite.
And they told him to stick it.
Yep. Tyrus Raymond Cobb, 73% of you got it right. Well done. The winner.
We might have a repeat winner, Jeff.
Michigan Cards and Graphs is taking it down. M. Newbert, awesome score.
Los Bravos, solid. 626.
Los Bravos, excellent. And did we get a 700 club member? 652. Michigan Cards and Graphs wins again. Congratulations. Well played.
Did you guys both get that last question wrong? I felt like there was a shot at the 700 club there.
I thought so too. Maybe, or maybe it just took them a while to get to it.
I don't know.
Great game. Yeah, I think my score was somewhere in the low 500s. So I would have been about 20th or 15th or 20th, somewhere around there. Nonsense.
This, what?
You're not on base.
Seeing this question makes me think that Michigan Cards and Graphs should be disqualified. He's won two of these in a row.
How have you won without seeing the movie?
Yeah, we said the movie was going to be in the trivia, and he refused to watch it and still wins trivia twice in a row. That's just in everyone else's face, Jeff.
Oh, that's confidence. Wow.
The sack fly question is a good one. We got into, there was an argument. Jeff and I used to play a lot of softball, and we would play these softball tournaments where sometimes in a weekend you play 8 games, you could play 6 in a day. And a lot of times there would be a contest whose OBP would be the highest. And one of the guys running the team when I was like he thought he had won, but he hit like 4 sack flies over the course of a day and did not include those in his on base percentage. And we had to be like, we had to go get we had to go to Baseball Reference and look up the formula to prove to him that those counted. And boy, was he mad.
Sure. It counts for sure. That's
Absolutely.
How people can have lower on base percentage than their batting average.
That's right. I also want to point out something that Doc's Cards said here. This Rajai Davis home run, he hit a game-tying, I want to say 3-run bomb off Chapman in Game 7 of that World Series in like the bottom of the 8th, I think, in Cleveland. And that would be arguably one of the biggest hits in the history of the Cleveland franchise, Jeff, had they won that game. It was absolutely stunning. I remember I don't know who was doing play-by-play, if it was Smoltz, whatever, but he said like, Davis has one power zone. It's down and in. If Chapman can avoid, and the next pitch was like a fastball that he just pulled down and in, and Rajai Davis hit it over the fence in left field. And it just felt like the Cubs had no chance at that moment. Then a rain delay happened. But that's an incredible home run that just gets sort of washed away, you know?
Yeah, which we've seen happen with other big home runs too.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah. Aaron Judge's best moment in the playoffs last year got wiped away as well.
Yep.
That's a great question, Robert. I don't know off the top of my head. It's in the first I want to say it's between 4 and 8, somewhere around there. But if someone wants to look that up real quick to give Robert the answer, we'd appreciate it. But I don't know. Okay, thank you, Nate the Great. That's I don't know if that's a deep Ted Lasso reference or something else. I'm not sure, but thank you. Season 3, which means I was wrong. That happens. Wow. All right. So Michigan Cards and Graphs. Jeff, did he say what card he wanted?
I don't believe so. I believe he was defending his honor.
Mookie Chilson. Oh, incredible. Yes. I was at that game. I worked for the Mets at the time, so I was in the bleachers, and all we saw was the ball kind of come down, and we couldn't see the catch. We just saw everyone else's reaction around the ballpark. It was awesome. We were in the bleachers. People just threw their $12 beers up in the air. It was very cool. All right.
Season 3, episode 17, you guys.
Yeah, it's worth a watch, even if we weren't doing trivia. But yeah, there'll be some good questions, some nice obscure stuff. Well, sir, your right fielder's been dead for 127 years. Oh, Los Bravos. This one makes me sad. Yeah, huge home run for the Braves, and ended up not meeting anything.
Remind us of the Hinsky one.
He homered against the Giants in the 2010 division series, I believe it was. And Braves ended up blowing the Braves blew the lead, and the Giants ended up winning the game.
Braves closer blew the lead?
Yeah, sadly, yes. A very young Craig Kimbrell. Gave up a 2-out, 2-strike hit to, I believe, Jack Wilson. Oh, well. Anyway.
Rhymes with roof. Great. Now I can't stop humming the Dallas theme song.
Well, it's better than humming the Home Improvement theme song.
That's what it reminded me of, yeah. I just made a brief mention of it. I had to congratulate those Rangers fans in attendance and watching some great games against the Brewers, but they definitely handled their business. So congrats to them.
Yeah, Doc, I don't want to talk about any more series the Braves lost. But yeah, that Rick Ankiel, man. Yeah, that would actually, like, incredible home runs that are forgotten. That'd be a fun thing to think. It's hard because we've forgotten them.
You try to if they're happened against your team. Yeah, and then just you think about the fans, especially when they're at home games, the fans that just went crazy for them, and then they go on to lose.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, you think about for example, the Pujols home run against Brad Lidge. The Cardinals won that game, but all it did was extend the series one game, and then Houston knocked them out. So really, as amazing a moment as that was, it didn't get the Cardinals into the World Series.
That's funny. Yeah, that's one of the most memorable home runs, at least for me. Wow. And yeah, to think about it, came in a losing series effort, not in a losing game, but
that's right. Rhymes with the roof. Yeah. Soriano hits the home run off Schilling in Game 7, and everyone thought, "Oh my God, with Rivera, all he has to do is get 6 outs. This is over."
it.
That's a great one. That's a really, really good one. Tim McCarver, I think, called it. He had a pretty good game from the booth. I wasn't a big Tim McCarver fan, but he like more or less predicted the Soriano home run and then predicted the Luis Gonzalez bloop.
Yeah, Carlton Fisk. Yeah, another huge home run in a win, but in a losing series.
Yeah, at least that one won the game. A walk-off is always going to be special.
Yeah.
All right, Los Bravos says it wasn't Kimbrell. All right, my bad. Oh, clean cards. Yes. How did that not win the series? How did that not win that game?
What happened again?
So Neftali Feliz, former Braves reliever, gives up the 2-run, 2-out, 2-strike triple to David Freese to tie Game 6 in St. Louis.
That's right.
Maybe Nelson Cruz shouldn't have been in there. Probably doesn't catch it anyway. Josh Hamilton homers in the top of the 10th. So Texas has another chance, but they don't bring Ron Washington doesn't bring Feliz back out. He sends Darren Oliver out because the Cardinals had like 2 lefties coming up to start the inning. And he gives up hits to both of them. And then Lance Berkman, of all people, hits a 2-out, 2-run single in the bottom of the 10th to tie that game. And then Freese walks it off in the 11th, I think.
That was the Freese night. Yeah.
He homered again the next day.
Canes Lance, good point. Yeah.
Yep.
Again, good. They won the game, but not the series.
Sorry. Gregory, you and I are gonna have a private conversation about this because that's a movie that no one has ever seen except maybe you and I. I can't imagine Jeff saw that.
Nope.
But yeah, well, we'll talk about that after.
Yeah. It was Mike Dunn.
Oh, that gave up the hit. Yeah, I think Kimbrel must have started the inning or something. But yeah, you're right. Mike done that lefty. It was off. It was Aubrey Huff, right? I think it was Aubrey Huff that. You're right. Ugh, gross. All right, Jeff, you want to talk about something else in the second half of our show tonight?
Yeah, I
I'll
just
let you
want to
kick it
touch a
off.
little bit. We're getting close to the end of baseball season, and I know last week when I wasn't on Spitball, and you guys talked a little bit about selling and when is the time to sell, because we know that sports are very seasonal, and baseball cards are no exception. Once that off season hits, it's pretty dead. So for me, these next few weeks are kind of the last time to be able to sell a lot of these players or cards that you have until next spring. So that's kind of what I'm in the midst of doing. I'm putting a big package together to send to consignment, just because I feel like in some ways my collecting has changed, and in other ways I just want to have more money to spend on other things. So I'm sending it off just in the hopes of getting that done before the season ends. Because I just don't. There's stuff I just don't want to hold until next year.
Yeah, and I totally get that. I just wanted to grab a picture here. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a time you have to move things by. It can't go unsaid how much we enjoy doing the show with you guys, and looking at the comments while Jeff was talking was absolutely incredible. We got people talking about Aubrey Huff, 2 people talking about the movie Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, someone else mentioning Maglio Ordonez. And now we wrap it all up with a Ford Fairlane reference. So, I mean, really, it's so unpredictable, Jeff.
Well, that's the best part. We never know where we're going to get to. There's a couple things we want to talk about. Different baseball, mainly different baseball cards, or potentially sealed boxes that I prefer more.
Yeah, I mean, like what Jeff was kind of talking about is players that aren't going to be in the playoffs, like say Bobby Witt, for example. Is the clock ticking on getting good value for your Bobby Witt stuff? Will anyone be buying Bobby Witt in the offseason? Is that the great, or I should say, will anyone be selling Bobby Witt in the offseason? Buying him in the offseason sounds like a great idea, but people tend to like sort of tighten up. There won't be a lot of auctions come November, Jeff. There's going to be a lot of high asking prices on eBay.
Right. And then the doldrums of December are good times to buy as well. But for players that you either don't like, don't believe in long term, or cards you just don't want anymore, it feels like now is the best time to get rid of them. So that's where
it's the best time in terms of between now and the end of the year. The best time would have been 2 months ago. But
maybe for some, but some players we've been waiting to warm up. Guys like maybe Rafael Devers, somebody like that. You couldn't have sold them 2 months ago, but maybe now you'll find some buyers out there. You'll find some San Francisco buyers.
Yeah, a very quiet 3,100 season from Mr. Devers there.
7 Costanza. I believe this is the alternate title. Blabbin about God knows what. Mookie, well said. A good chat is a living, breathing organism, and we embrace it. We love it. There was a lot of talk in the chat about ComC, so we should touch on that, Chris. We both have been using ComC. I think somebody in the chat said it's good for $5 to $10 stuff. That's usually where I am with it too. Both of us made a drop off at the Burbank show. That stuff probably won't be up before the end of the season, to be honest. It takes a long time to get there. But
no, I tried to hustle 2 of those in there, but it's still going to take. Yeah, you're right. It won't be until hopefully Halloweenish. Best case scenario.
Probably. Yeah. And I like ComC. It just I have a lot of stuff that kind of sits there, and then I'll you can put a special up. You can put everything 30% off. Keep some of those going, because that puts it at the top of the list for when people look. They'll see these sales going. So that's a good tip to do. But yeah, you're probably, unless you're going to be sending thousands of cards and monitoring all of their prices all the time, you're probably not going to get rich that way. But it is a good way to get rid of some of the lower end cards. And then if you save up enough, you can just put it into a card you really want.
Yeah, it almost feels like ComC to me reminds me of like if you had a local hobby shop in the 80s or 90s, you could trade him stuff or sell him stuff for store credit.
Yeah.
And then slowly over time, you build up your store credit, and then you can buy that $30, $40 Brett Hall rookie card you've been eyeing for a long time. And that's kind of how I feel about ComC. If I sell enough cards between like $2 and $7, I can get that Freddie Freeman gold refractor that randomly shows up on a Thursday night at 2 a.m.
Right, because they have incentives for you to keep your money in there. You can take your money out, but they charge you a pretty good premium to take it out.
Yeah, Ju Kim, absolutely. Jeff and I both sell cards on ComC quite a bit.
Yeah, I was just pulling up my account just because I wanted to see.
Yeah, thanks to Michigan Cards and Grass while you're doing that. My ComC account's a bunch of Mark Messier stuff, some Freddie Freeman speckles, and 2020 Stadium Club Chrome refractors. That's what I'm hunting for on there. But and Chris C, you're playing with fire with a phrase like true collector. Let's not throw.
You have to watch our spitballing.
Yeah.
About true collectors.
While Jeff is looking at that SFO, the Mookie Betts dip. Did we really see it this year? I don't know. He's still going to be in the playoffs. He's hitting really well right now. It seems like a guy primed for a huge October, given how
play dipped this year, but we really didn't get a lot of cheap buys on some of his better cards.
Casey Card Connection mentions a guy that I'm really interested to chat about and hear what you guys think about, but I want to see what Jeff was going to say first. We'll come back to Julio Rodriguez in a minute.
Yeah, let me just pull this up because I don't care. Transparency and all. Here's my ComC account. My most recent sales. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, to answer Mr. Ju Kim's question, if you look at Jeff's total sales, yes, he sells quite a bit on ComC.
Yeah, so I've sold over $2,000 in cards, but it's a lot of these little ones. I've sold this press proof gold out of 10, basketball card for $260, a Caleb Swanigan out of 10 for $1.30, a Kelly Oubre 87 cents. So it takes a little while to add up to to something that you want to buy, but a lot of this stuff is stuff that I had when I first got back into the hobby and was still collecting basketball, parallels. Low numbered stuff does well on there because there's player collectors on there that you have a card I haven't seen in my player for $2. Great. So anyways.
It's a great spot for player collectors. There's some random parallels on there. Yeah, if you're looking for like some Walmart blues from 2010s.
So I've sold 318 total cards.
Woo!
Not bad for considering how little I really use it.
P. Craig 75. I use the same name everywhere. I'm Baseball Card Addict on there. And Jeff, I'm not sure what name Jeff uses.
I don't even know what my name is on there. Can I JM Bame? I don't know if I can change it. I will. Yeah. Well, what can you say? Ooh.
All right. I just want to real quick. Speaking of fighting words, Mookie Tilson. No.
Are you a fan of the original True Grit? Because True Romance should be at the top of there.
Yes, 100% True Romance should be at the top of that list. It should be at the top of most lists. The original True Grit is unwatchable. As an adult in 2025, it is unwatchable. Maybe one of the worst Academy Awards ever given was to John Wayne for that movie. It is horrible. But the new one was pretty good, I gotta say. But nowhere near better than True Romance, right, Jeff?
No, True Romance, Quentin Tarantino script, one of the finer crime thriller action movies of the 90s.
Yeah, Tony Scott, one of the best casts. Hold on.
Great cast. Yeah. So I do have $1,000 built up in here. The other thing you can do with this money is you can cash it out for credit to use on blowout if you want to buy some wax. All right, let me remove this and put.
See, if someone's going to mention True Romance, I got a lot of True Romance, like Italian lobby card. Or if these are the French. It's an uncut sheet of their Thankfully, we get Gary Oldman down there.
Gary Oldman, look at that.
And we get a shot of the Christopher Walken, Dennis Hopper scene on the left there.
crazy scene. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the movie, it's definitely worth watching. It's very reminiscent of Reservoir Dogs, Chrissy. I mean, a lot of the same quippy dialogue. I actually prefer the movie to Reservoir Dogs, but I can
Me too.
understand the comparison.
It feels like a bunch of vignettes that really just tie together really, really well. I would love to get that thing signed by all the actors that appear in it. I just don't know. They don't do signings like that. It's tough. It's tough to get something like that done. But yeah, amazing scenes. The James Gandolfini scene with Patricia Arquette is just, you know where it's going, and still you're just like,
I could see this. This belongs in the countdown. True
Go
Lies,
on.
True Romance. Mookie Chilton saying the Coen Brothers True Grit, which I think is infinitely better than the original, but
infinitely better.
I still would put it below the other Trues.
Agreed. Hold on, now I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, Gary Oldman is just, I mean, he's great in everything, but I mean, man, I would just love, like, there's so many movie sets you wish you could be on, but that's got to be one of them. When he comes in to play that character and you're just like, oh my God, like he is all in. But no, it's a good point, Declan Scott. I'm not getting James Gandolfini's auto. That's an excellent point. Sad but true. Yeah.
So anyway, before I leave the selling bit, yeah, if you're not watching this live, let us know in the comments if you're planning on doing any selling before the end of the season. It just seems like, for me, royally cheese with some defense of the original True Grit. It just seems to me that now is the time to do it. Otherwise, you have to wait until that spring training hype rolls up again in January or February. But there are going to be some good buying opportunities. And like Chris said, Julio Rodriguez, who seems to be in his annual late summer heat up, depending on what happens, what kind of October the Mariners might have, you can see what happens.
Yeah, his stuff is down. It's down a lot, and he's been really good. But he's obviously overshadowed by, as everyone's overshadowed by Judge and Ohtani. Yeah, so is he. And he's overshadowed by Cal Raleigh at this point as well. Hopefully you guys all saw that post. I think Topps put it up, and maybe Fanatics did too, Jeff. That woman that bought the Cal Raleigh Superfractor auto at last year's National, then graded it, and then brought it to this year's National and put it up for bids, and it went for like $60,000.
Yes, what a return on that.
Absolutely incredible. Incredible job by her. It just makes the hobby look easy, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, just do that. Buy it and flip it.
Yeah, everyone just predict the player next year who's going to hit 55 home runs that no one's expecting. Just go ahead.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And go get their superfractor. Find their superfractor and get it.
Yeah.
Ju Kim, now might be a good time to send a ComC for spring. Yes. I see maybe a little tongue in cheek to send a PSA for spring. They're moving a little faster than that, but not especially fast.
Yeah, a little faster than that. But yeah, I think that's an excellent point. Like, if you're going to send anything to ComC now, it's definitely the type of stuff that you're looking to move kind of in the lead up to next year. I don't want to spend more time talking about movie stuff, Jeff, but John here mentions Gary Oldman in The Professional, and Gary Oldman is just so good in everything.
I saw that comment, and that movie is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
He got typecast as a bad guy for a while. And so when he shows up in The Dark Knight, even though he's playing Jim Gordon, the whole time you're waiting.
Like, when's Gordon going to turn on Gotham City? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what is Christopher Nolan doing with this story? Like, what? But amazing. He just played a wholesome good guy for 3 movies. And I feel like the whole time we're waiting. We're waiting for the turn. And he was great. There's there's an interview on Instagram. And it's elsewhere. Fifth Element is also great. I'll grab that in a second. Where Gary Oldman talks about, this was like early 2000s, I think, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Where he said he was broke. He got divorced. He was a single dad, and he was broke. So this is after Air Force One, after The Professional, after The Fifth Element, and he just didn't have any money. And so he took a smaller part in an absolutely preposterous movie to pay the bills.
Yeah, he played Matthew McConaughey's dwarf brother in Tiptoes.
Yes. Described as the role of a lifetime.
If you see the trailer for that, man,
That's a must watch. Tiptoes trailer. Check that out. Not now, but when we're done. And yes, Los Bravos in Hannibal, fantastic. And it's really cool that he's uncredited in that movie as well.
yeah.
Sometimes that stuff is great when the actors don't put their names in the credits. Like, very, very cool. But anyway, and yes, obviously he's great in Harry Potter. And as someone who didn't read the books but was seeing the movies, I was expecting that character also to end up being bad.
Yeah, to be terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, back to Julio Rodriguez. I like Julio Rodriguez. I think he's a really interesting off-season target.
Yeah, he's on target for another maybe 6.5 WAR season, which would be great. He's at 5.7 Baseball Reference WAR now, and his career had been a downward trajectory of WAR, which is not the way you want to go from his amazing 21-year-old season where he was at a 6.2 WAR.
Right.
So if he can get back up there, getting it going in the right direction, we've talked about this before, that once you fall off that cliff, it takes a lot more to push it back up. But he's the type of guy who could do it. He's young, 24 years old. He's got 22, probably 23 career WAR by the end of this year.
Yeah, and like a lot of his WAR has come from defense, which usually card collectors don't care about. Because of what Cal Raleigh's doing, Jeff, I don't really know if we can say like, well, you can't hit for power in Seattle. I feel like that argument's gone.
Yeah, and I haven't looked at his home road splits, but he did get to 30, and he's at 25 steals. He'll have another 30-30 season, so
he will catch Juan Soto for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. John Mayer, by the way, we are watching Slow Horses. Fantastic show. Very slow burn show, but Gary Oldman crushing it. Absolutely crushing it.
Still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, Jeff, my goodness.
Yeah, it's in the queue.
Yeah. All right, there was someone else here. Yeah, I feel like this was sort of uncredited as well. When he showed up in Oppenheimer, I didn't know it was in the movie.
Didn't make a big deal out of it.
Okay, sorry.
So I think J-Rod he could turn out to be having a really fine season when all is said and done. It's just that his starts have been so bad. So could next year be the year? We've said that about Soto too. When are they going to put the full season together?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that we see this. We see him put up 30 years, and we're like, all right, but when's he going to be good?
Right. He just packs it into such small bunches where he's just the best in the league for a month or 2 months. And then
expectations are so high, and he comes out of the gate so bad that by the time people stop paying attention to him, and then next thing you know, like Evan G here says, his droughts are so bad, like that we don't even notice until the end of the year. You're like, oh my God, he was really good again. And this year the Mariners are good, so that's exciting. Except for George Kirby, that piece of shit. Sorry, personal anger there. Mookie Chilson. I mean, I guess it's close. It's real close. But Gary Coleman was great on The Simpsons at one point. And yeah, Royally Cheese, I think Jeff and I would agree that we overvalue WAR. But I think for the hobby, I don't even know if people care. Like overall, I think the hobby just looks at like home runs, steals, who's making the highlight plays, who's winning in the postseason.
Yeah.
Jeff, what do you think?
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's a really good indicator of whether or not somebody could be hobby relevant.
Okay.
And then, yes, you have to look beyond that to see if they're going to be. If we're looking at players that we want to collect because we like, I don't think it matters as much. But if you're looking at ones that you want to invest in or look for a long term, I feel like WAR helps because that's going to kind of be what evens out the differences in eras as these players go along. So when you're looking at a 15 or 20 year career and you see that they consistently put up 5 WAR seasons, that's pretty impressive, even if their stats go up and down because it's compared to who they play against, just like OPS plus is. So in that way, I think it's a helpful tool, but it's not be all end all.
Okay. 2 comments I have to address. Crazy cryptids, yes. 3 prawns is hardly a galaxy. And by the way, the phone isn't plugged in. Fantastic deep dive Simpsons reference. And Eric Young, I think this goes without saying, we are all guilty of something similar to this, if not this exact thing. We will use war when it helps us, and we will ignore it when it does not. We want to like argue about a player being good. Yeah, I like it as sort of like Jeff said. I think it's a good, like a base, a good comparison, but it's not the be all end all by any means.
Yeah, and I know some people are defending his play for the season, but it's just his first half was bad. His first half was bad. I mean, he's got more home runs in 49 games in the second half than he did in 94 games in the first half.
Yeah, John, we all knew you meant war here. Look at Trout's war. Where are his cards in 5 years?
Well, that brings up Chris's pet topic of Trout.
Yeah,
it's relevant.
It's not going to be great. It's not going to be great. All right, is this Julio, Jeff? First half, second half?
First half, second half, 95 games, 14 homers and 50 RBIs. In the second half, 49 games, 16 homers, 40 RBIs. His OPS is 915 versus 731.
Huh. That's amazing.
OPS. Look at per month. Look at the months. So he's 93 in March and April, up to 116 in May. His June was below average again, 97. And then it's his August and September, just like last year.
I tell you, if you're playing in a head-to-head fantasy league, do whatever you can to get guys like Julio and Juan Soto on your team for the playoffs.
Yeah.
What's amazing, Jeff,
when they're playing like crap and somebody will trade him. He had 1 home run in all of June. He's got 4 in September already.
Yeah, but look at his OBP didn't change a ton. It's the slugging.
Yeah.
Just blew up.
Yep. Finally hitting for power. I do have to show you his home away splits. If you can see these. 8 home runs.
Yep.
8 home
Doc
runs.
cards.
RBIs, OPS plus of 74 at home. If he only played half as good on the road at home as he does on the road, he'd be an MVP candidate.
It's insane how bad
Even
that ballpark is
good.
for right-handed hitters, especially. And like at this point, it feels nuts that they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, they're just letting it be.
It's like one of the wealthiest owners in the game. Like, help your hitters out.
He's like, I'll just help the pitchers.
Yep. Yeah, Doc's cards. Yeah, Michael Harris had a hell of a second half. But I wouldn't rush to put some money into Michael Harris. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I just don't know. Hold on. What about Strider's Cavs? I don't want to talk about Spencer Strider. It makes me sad. Yeah, Thick Boy, this is what I want to get to. Year-to-year war is tricky. It's not the be-all, end-all, but if you do look at all-time great, you start sorting it for career. It does a pretty good job of telling you who the best players are or were.
Yeah. Who have put the best careers together. Yeah, for sure. And you're going to have some differences. Like Judge doesn't have a huge career war yet because he started so late and he's still so young. So you have to take things like that into consideration. But when all is said and done, I think Judge is going to be right up there with some pretty significant names in WAR.
Yeah, and even if he isn't, very possible. His collectability is going to be up there with all the very significant names. Even without
but it doesn't take too many seasons if you're putting up 8 to 10 WAR a year to get to those high double-digit WAR numbers.
Yes, I do worry now that he's going to unleash a throw at some point on a play at the plate, or he's going to try to throw someone out of third base, and that flexor tendon is just going to go. But I hope not. Okay.
Did somebody want to talk about Ellie?
Michigan Cards and Cavs and Graphs just mentioned that, and yeah, he is
Cards and Cavs. I like that.
Yeah, he hasn't done much of late, unfortunately.
Yeah, let me pull up his splits.
Royally Cheese, this is funny. All right, we don't put enough emphasis on the eye test as judged by him only after watching just a few highlights. If only it were that easy, right? Might just listen to what Dan Plesac says and we go from there.
Look at this first half, second half splits.
Yeah.
1 home run. One
I don't
home
know.
run.
He might be hurt.
Bases.
I don't know. See, the Reds are in it Like, so maybe he's playing through something, Jeff. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Look at those
Joey-
monthly ones, Chris. 58 OPS plus.
Oh my God.
38 OPS plus.
That drop is so precipitous. You have
he's
to
not
think
playing
he's
good
fighting
defense,
through
so
something.
that's crazy.
Joey K, I would say that Paul Skeens is the front runner for the NL Cy Young at this point, with Wheeler being hurt.
Yeah, Freddie
I think
Peralta
it's
right up there. Don't discount him.
Who?
Freddie Peralta.
Sure. Skeens, I would say Skeens is one. I might say Christopher Sanchez is two. Freddie Peralta is certainly top five right now.
Yeah.
The Braves injured list would be tied for fourth. And yeah, rhymes with roof. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of these young guys are going to be great, and then the league's going to make an adjustment. We saw with PCA, we saw with Wood. Man, I mean, it's time for them to adjust back. And
Paul Skeens, prohibitive favorite, Chris.
Yeah.
Sanchez and Freddie Peralta.
Did we nail that, Jeff, or did we nail that?
That's
not preseason, but now.
Yeah, nothing preseason, and then the AL Scooble.
It's a Scooble crochet show. I mean, it's one. I mean, I think every ballot's going to be those two, 1, 2. It's just a question of what order do you want to put them in.
Yeah, I think Scooble still probably will get it.
I think so.
Pretty heavily for now, but yeah. Yes, all this talk about splits and Ellie, and we talked about it a lot this second half with James Wood, just goes to show like how fragile these players' seasons are.
Baseball's hard. Baseball's really, really hard.
From month to month, even season to season. Yeah, it's so trying to find a player, which I remember we got a lot of flack last year, especially for not putting Ellie higher on our MVP lists. And then even earlier this year in the first half, people were saying that. And you just got to put it all together. Let's see it for a full year, and then another year, and then another year. And that's what separates the superstars from the guys who have a couple good years.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I just have to say, I am so bad at these prediction things. So please come at us with heat in March when Jeff and I make our season predictions. Like I'm not even close on any of these. It's so bad. I go back and rewatch those videos and I'm like, am I even generally aware of baseball, like as a sport? Like, what am I thinking? But anyway,
it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. And you just think one year might be predictive of the next. That's not always the case.
Hey, what's up, Will's Sports Cards? Jeff, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, I'm working on a television show the rest of the week, so I wasn't going to be able to join Chris, and I drugged Jake so that he wouldn't be able to do it this week. So
that's right. Linda's first. You are 100% right. Steve Carlton was incredible for that Phillies team. That was horrific. He did win more than half of their games, but I mean, that was at a different time when he was just going to pitch all 9 innings and it didn't matter.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skeens is really, really good.
Thank you for remembering this, Royally Cheese, because Teapot really got after me. I tried to explain that the rule was we couldn't pick the person that won it the year before.
Yeah. Yeah. We were trying to have a little fun, and we both thought Scuba would probably win it.
Yeah. Will Z with he's very impressed with your quaff.
Yeah, I had to let it grow. I'm gonna get it cut tomorrow. We'll see how they decide to cut it for the show. I suggested a very 90s middle part where it kind of fluffs up.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're just gonna make me pretty clean cut like an agent.
Man, Seven Costanza. Jeff can tell you when the Braves were 0-7, I was like, it's okay. Just battle back to 500 before Acuna gets back, and everything's going to be fine. And absolutely nothing was fine this whole season. Absolute garbage fire. Come on, top 3.
And you don't know, because the first week, the Brewers got swept by the Yankees, and all that talk about torpedo bats, and they gave up like 50 runs in 3 games, and then they didn't get swept again until this week. So you just never know. You just never know.
Well, it helped that you guys released Nestor Cortez, so the Padres had to deal with that like later in the season. But yeah, I remember that it's funny that the torpedo bats, Jeff,
That was a huge
Man.
thing. It was going to change the game, remember?
Yep. Ay. Someone here mentioning Nolan Ryan. And yeah, Nolan Ryan is like,
Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young.
he didn't. And the effect that his win-loss record had on those votes is insane. If you went back, the number of games he lost, giving up like 2 runs or less is insane. His record when he had through a quality start was almost like 500.
Yeah.
Jeff Linscott wants to know, Jeff, are you becoming a main character?
No, sadly not a main character, but hopefully I'll get some good screen time. This is an amazing script that I get to be a part of. Not a main character yet.
And I'm still hoping, guys, if you do watch the show, I the next time that we get a scene inside Jeff's character's office, we're going to sneak an 89 Upper Deck Griffey into the shot somewhere. We're going to make this happen. It's my goal for the season.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or maybe like an 89 Topps pack even somehow.
Ooh, I like where your head's at. Will's Skeens looks great. I mean, he looks like the next Mark Pryor, right? Big, huge body, great mechanics. Never going to get hurt.
Until like Strider.
Like Strider. Well, Strider a little different. He's shorter, smaller, but I'm looking into some Paul Skeens cards this offseason, so that should just about do it for his career.
Well, you really want to do him in then.
All right, hold on. What did I miss here? Ha! Thick boy. Let's be careful here. As Royally Cheese says, we're a couple of cocktails in. I might not be getting every word right. Okay. Hold on here.
I just wanted to highlight a couple things about Nolan Ryan.
Let's.
Okay, let me get this.
Cy Young is such a weird award, Jeff, because random pitchers can have incredible seasons, and sometimes these idiot voters give it to relievers like Mark Davis for
Mark Davis, Steve Bedrosian.
I mean, come on.
When Nolan Ryan was 40 years old, he led the league in ERA, led the league in strikeouts, led the league in ERA plus, but he was 8-16. I guarantee he got no Cy Young votes that year.
Not a single one. Linda's first with a really funny stat there. That's a good one.
What was it?
Oh, if you look in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah. The 7-0 and 7-0. Yeah. I just want to look to see. Oh, he did actually get. I take it back. All right. He did get Cy Young votes the year he went 8-16. The highest he ever finished was a 2nd and 2/3. Oh, when he struck out 383 batters.
That'll do it.
Led the league in strikeouts per 9. Yeah. Oh. Great career. Not a lot of hardware.
No, not a lot of hardware, but it's all right. He took a lot of Advil, and we all remember his name. He'll live on forever.
Yep.
Someone in there was asking about Griffey. Do we see about Griffey sales? And yeah, I think we talked about this on a Spitballing episode, but I will show this really, really briefly here. This card has really taken off this year. It's a little bit blurry, but let me get rid of this comment. Thick boy, there it is. The Griffey Upper Deck in a PSA 10 is now, it basically is comfortably a $4,000 card based on sales. Or I should say, it routinely now sells for at least $4,000, which is a pretty big jump.
Which is double, basically, right?
Yeah.
Of what it went for a year ago.
It's really interesting. It's one of those cards where people are just like the pop. We don't even care. Just want.
And it's as Jeff points out here, that is an old school PSA slab. They say the standards haven't really changed, although they've been adhering to them differently over the past few decades. And some of these cards in older slabs would not gem today. But if you just want the gem, there you go.
This card, they are so tough on this, and they have to be because this is the most graded sports card ever. And they're measuring the hologram on the back to make sure it's centered. I mean, it's It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Holograms, centering.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously it's probably the most iconic card of our lifetime. And I don't know. I don't think the Bowman Chrome hitting Otani is gonna like supplant it as being more iconic. I mean, this card is just special. It was in a Macklemore video. I think I got that right.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah, they had for Griffey like he redid the pose, like redid the picture.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Wills is right. No one cares that this thing was printed to the moon and back comfortably. It's just iconic. Card number 1 from first card Upper Deck made. And it ended up being the most popular, one of the best, most naturally gifted baseball players of all time.
Yeah, I think that's the differentiator. People are looking for cards before any serial numbering that they want to differentiate it. And the condition is the one thing that can be differentiated. And whether or not it's just somebody's opinion at PSA, if it has that 10 on it, it's a 10.
Sure does. Yeah, Joey K, this video was going around recently about Nolan Ryan and Pete Rose. Something about a curveball. I want to say it was something like that. And then Nolan said, "You throw me that curveball, I'm going to hit a ball right back at you." And he did. And Nolan Ryan just caught it. And then Pete called him well, there you go. Man, if ever there was someone that would have been fun to watch him charge the mound. Imagine if Pete Rose charged Nolan Ryan. That would have been something.
Robin Ventura a decade earlier.
Yeah, right. I mean, that just didn't work out well. Well, I'm not going to accuse anyone as being a Macklemore fan. All right, hold on, Jeff. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, so this card is kind of going crazy. And I get it. There just seems to be some new money kind of coming into the hobby. Oh. This is really interesting. Hold on. Macklemore is now opening for Imagine Dragons. Boy, how things change. I have to say
right. Imagine Dragons is huge.
I like Imagine Dragons. I have to say, I don't know. I know they seem to get a lot of crap online, but I like them. John, is there a reason for it? I think what I would like to think is that people are looking at the current hobby and saying, boy, this Griffey doesn't have 45 parallels in lavas and waves and ray wave lavas and God only knows what else. And they're looking at this card is iconic. And I think iconic matters. You look at the Michael Jordan card. There's no shortage of those either, Jeff. 86 Fleer printed pretty aggressively. But
everybody wants it. But again, it's condition.
Yep. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, all right. Look, give me a second, Jeff.
All right. So one thing I wanted to ask about somebody in the Oh, man. All right. I like this callback to an 80s movie. I'd rather watch the Luck Dragon from Neverending Story than Imagine Dragons. I loved that Luck Dragon.
Wow.
And would have loved to fly through the sky on that Luck Dragon. Jeff Linscott, I bought an 89 Upper Deck partial set for $12, only missing Griffey. Then I bought Griffey for $50 to complete it. Yeah, there are no shortage of it. And that's one of these crazy things that people outside the hobby look at and say, why is this card, which is the exact same thing, worth $50? Or how can you buy it for $50? And then it's the same card, but it's $200 or $800 or $4,000. That boggles the mind of a lot of people not in the hobby.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, buying the whole set for $62 is a huge win. I actually have a good chunk of that. I have a set as well. I put most of all the players I knew are in a binder, and I look through it like a couple times a month. It's a nice wave of nostalgia. So throw that set in a binder and keep it nearby. You'll flip through it periodically. It's just a beautiful set. Photos on front and back. I mean, never seen that before, Jeff, in 1989.
No, and the packs were $1. Man. Oh, another shout out. Artax. Artax,
Oh no,
Artax death scene
no.
in
No.
Neverending Story. That's where a lot of us first experienced loss, Chris, as kids.
Oh,
Oh,
see,
this guy's a guy after your own.
yeah, I want one of those too, Chrissy. I think that's an iconic set. I feel like the only 241 of those refractors. That set has room to grow. It's just very, very cool. First ever refractors for baseball. They're already expensive, but I think they can get more expensive. There's so few PSA 10s of those. I'll be honest, I've never seen the Neverending Story. I'd heard about that scene, and the dog really freaked me out when I was a kid, so I never saw it.
Like
But
the wolf or the luck dragon that looks like a dog that
the
flies.
flying thing.
It's pretty soft. It's pretty great.
It does look, in hindsight,
Neverending Story.
like Patrick from FAO Schwartz. But what's it called? Land Before Time
Yeah, that's a good
was
one.
my first experience
Animated.
as a dinosaur lover watching a dinosaur animated movie where the mother dinosaur dies. I was just like, what is happening? The world is horrible. But the good news, Jeff.
Great
Yeah.
quote. Crow Wills.
The good news, Jeff, is that there's a way to make the world seem better. Hold on.
All right. Let's see where Chris is going with this. Kane's Lance, absolutely. Cards are meant to be looked at, bought and sold. Sell them when you don't enjoy them anymore and buy some new ones. Hey.
Oh, so this is Jelly. This is how we make the world feel better, right, little girl? Can you say hi? Can you bark? Want to speak?
No, she's so calm. I can't believe Jelly would throw something around the
No,
kid.
not this
Throw
beautiful
water.
angel. She
Look
would
at
never misbehave, would she? No. Yeah. No, she loves her mama. She doesn't go biting her and throwing things and barking at all the neighbors. Never, never. She's such a sweet girl. Just a gentle little angel.
Look at that.
Oh, look at her little face. Okay. All right, she does not like lap time though.
She's like, that's enough. Michigan Cards and Graphs. Pachycephalosaurus is his favorite dinosaur. I know that dinosaur because my second grader did a report on it last year, and so I kept hearing Pachycephalosaurus. Any favorite dinosaurs, Chris?
Oh, we are. My family has always been my dad's favorite. Became my favorite. We are a Triceratops family over here. We will always be a Triceratops family.
That's reasonable. Very reasonable.
Oh, look at
Jelly
that.
has peanut butter cheeks.
She does. Just a little bit of brown mixed in there. Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. There's two distinct Jelly personalities. There's Jelly in the house. Like Jeff has come over and she's just like wiggly and happy to see everyone. And there's Jelly on a leash outside where I think she's a lunatic. She's basically the Joker when we put her on a leash. I don't know what she's going to do, but she's going to cause havoc. She just wants to burn the neighborhood down.
Yeah. Sounds like the true Joker.
Wow.
All
right, Jorge, that's a aggressive stance on the Neverending Story.
Yeah.
All right, tough but fair. You see, the thing is now I've seen an.
Uh-oh. Can't hear you. Jorge, you managed to mute Chris despite his best efforts. Still can't hear you.
Okay, yeah, my mic I nudged the mic there where the dog did. Yeah, I've seen enough of that scene. It just seems too heartbreaking, and I can't do it.
Yeah,
not gonna do it. I'm not watching Marley and Me either. Like that's just not gonna happen. There's no reason to.
Yeah.
By the way, since we're talking about things that are sad, the random story before we end. We're already pretty late, but like there was my wife and I were on a transatlantic flight, like I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and we actually had used miles. We ponied up for business class, so cocktails were included. I've told Jeff about this. I was several cocktails deep, and I'm like, let's look for something to watch. I chose what I thought was a comedy, and 15 minutes into this comedy, the stewardess came over and like knelt down and asked if I was okay, and then asked my wife to come check on me because she did not think I was all right. I was sobbing uncontrollably watching, Instant Family, the Mark Wahlberg Rose Byrne comedy. It's not a comedy. It's not a comedy.
Not after you've had those drinks.
That whole flight, I mean, I literally, when we landed, I looked like I'd been through hell. Hold on.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't Old Yeller on that flight.
Ju Kim, this was a moment. This was 1986 when Transformers came out. Jeff, you've seen the live action movie Transformers. Optimus Prime is the hero.
Yep,
he is your guy. He is the invincible good guy, the moral high ground. Did you see the Transformers animated movie in 1986 with Orson Welles?
Not in 1986. I saw it subsequently.
Well, it turned out it's just a commercial to sell new toys. And to sell new toys, they have to kill the old toys. So Optimus Prime dies like 20 minutes into the movie. And I don't know. I don't know how my mom brought me back. But yeah, I was like, I don't understand. Like how, what? But yeah, that was
running out of the theater.
Yeah, that was rough. That was definitely rough.
Yeah. Another Frank Drebin reference. Love it.
I just watched that recently. Yeah, he and they're just laughing hysterically, and as they slowly pan up, you're like, what were they watching? Platoon. Yeah.
All right. We got to get going.
Yep.
I've got to get ready for work tomorrow. You got to go probably take over the jelly control.
Yeah, man. My wife needs a break for sure.
Finish drinking your Cokes for the rest of the night.
No, I finished. Unfortunately, Jeff, my one.
Oh man.
Coca-Cola Wednesday is over, sadly. Now it's just straight Jack Daniels for the rest of the night. Yes. Jeff Lynn's got no better way to spend a midweek evening.
Yes. Speaking of spending a midweek evening, thank you guys for hanging out with us again. Much appreciated. Please hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. Let us know if you have any questions. We're going to do another Q&A video coming up soon. So if you have any, make sure you send them to us. Check out our Instagram accounts. We've been posting some recent pickups, and we did a video about a recent pickup. So if you haven't seen that yet, please check out the channel. Anything you want to add, Chris?
No, John also thrown out a executive decision, Steven Seagal death reference. Really great behind the scenes thing. He decided he didn't want to do it, and he wouldn't come out of his trailer for days in like a quiet protest of his death scene. But it had to happen.
I can't believe they promoted the movie with him in it, and then
I think it was great. I love that about it. That's fantastic. Like same thing with Deep Blue Sea. Samuel L. Jackson was in all the trailers.
But we're not gonna fight anymore. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. It's amazing.
It is. Deep Blue Sea is very rewatchable too. It's no Jaws, but it's a great shark movie.
Yeah. You ate my bird.
Bird. Yeah.
That's how you kill a shark.
All right. Give your pets and parents a hug. We'll see everybody next week.
We don't know what day yet. We'll figure it out.
Sometime. Thanks for finding us.